Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg. Oh, the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench.
Group. Paul George is out there with Martin. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's Payne at the one.
Not much you can do to stop his J when Towns gets into the rhythm.
Maxey passes to George. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Cunningham. Towns in the corner. Outside, Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. And their biggest concern, of course, it's figuring out a way to guard Joel Embiid. Coach said Embiid presents all types of issues. He can post you up, knock down the three. We'll have to send multiple bodies at Embiid to keep him in check. We'll see how they try to defend him. It won't be straight up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Lively a screen on Maxey. Fox kicks to Cunningham. Back to Fox. Towns in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Cunningham against George. Outside Martin. George with the screen on Towns. Pass to Maxey. Latray. They get it back. Embiid kicks to George. Martin against Towns. Martin the pass to Maxey. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through it.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. In the new year, you look at the Knicks, and not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the 76ers, they find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
Well, I think for New York, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. But this is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
Cunningham outside, driving in. The D by Embiid.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Lone opportunity.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Maxey. George with the ball. Pulls up from the corner. And Lively pulls it down. Fox against Maxey. Fox, no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And George kicks to Maxey. Yes, that goes in. Maxey's got 8. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against San Antonio.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looked so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Outside, Maxey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Anunoby outside. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. Fox dishes to Cunningham. It's over Payne. Cunningham's shot is off.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And they double up Cunningham. Anunoby finds Cunningham. The kick out to Fox. Here's Towns. No good off the front iron. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Over Fox. And the 76ers tack on two more.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Lively with the screen. It's Cunningham with the drive.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Payne, covered by Cunningham. Embiid, no good. New York trailing. Cunningham inside, working on Payne. Cunningham's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Embiid wide open. And the three off target. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity, and that's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here is Cunningham. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Lively with the screen. Cunningham passes to Hart. New York missing again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Lively. Embiid, no good. Here's Towns. And that one, good. Towns has got 5 now.
Carl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the 76ers making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Number 1, the Knicks.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Knicks with the rebound. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Here's Maxey. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
To the floor for your New York Knicks, number 44, Harry Book.
Clock at 6. Outside for George. They need this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one goes on Anunoby.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Outside, Towns. Now, Hart. Nothing on the board. Back to Anunoby. Maxey against Hart. That's a 2 from Towns. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And George kicks to Martin. Pass to Cornette. There's a screen. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Anunoby passes to Towns. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Here's Maxey. He's got 13. Pass to Payne. In the corner. George with it. Here's Martin. And finished off by Martin. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here is Anunoby. Cunningham looking it over. To the middle. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way.
And here's Payne. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Maxey. Hard against George. Good on the three-point shot. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hart the pass to Towns. Anunoby outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And now we've got this DA.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. You have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. You have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Pass to Cornette. Now, here's Maxey. Again, Philadelphia.
Hey, we've seen Maxey take the big jump. Now he's one of the game's best scorers.
It's Hart on the wing. Maxey on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Maxey kicks to Payne. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And New York making a change here. Harden's checked in, and the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Abusele comes in for Martin. Jang, he's checked in for George. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Maxey. Cunningham drives in. That one good for 2. Cunningham's got 11.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Embiid the screen. Oubre passes to Embiid. Tries again. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We come back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Philadelphia.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Cole is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Harden. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Booth in at the center position. They're the group New York will start the second one. Poked loose.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the deep credit. Did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Hart with it. Now defended by Oubre. Hart kicks to Harden. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Pass to Oubre. Jang with the screen for Oubre. Embiid in the corner. 4 on the clock. Yabusele passes to Oubre. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Oubre's got his first points of the game.
And these kinds of shots help Oubre get into a rhythm. Terrific work off the catch.
To the paint. And the dunk by Bull.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Oubre. Can't get it to fall. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. They now take the lead. Bulls got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
Pass to Booth. That one doesn't go. Good D by Embiid.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points his last outing. And the dunk by Bull.
Really good screen that time. Then Bold with the quick roll.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Stewart's checked in for the 76ers. The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
Well, you look at Maxey, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Stewart against Fox. With force, Embiid takes it to him.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Fox. Rebound by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Pass to Yabusele. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them up. Ball kicks to Harden. They set the screen. Back to Bowl. Hart wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb. Hart's got his second basket of the night.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
Chang with a screen on Fox. Here's Stewart. Oubre outside. Back to Stewart. Three-pointer on the way. Knicks with the rebound. Booth's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harden looking it over. Misses from close range. The 76ers trail by 3. Chang finds Stewart. Pass to Embiid. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Harden. And it's 8 points for Bull.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Embiid with a screen on Fox. Pass to Chang. Embiid with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Fox against Stewart, and Fox gets it to go. Fox has got the lead back up to 5 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
On the wing, George. Defended by Hart. A 3-ball. Maxey, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Harden. Missed inside. The 76ers trail by 6. Martin with it. Hart covering. And Bull sends it back.
How are you even supposed to shoot over Bull? Insane length.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for New York. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Fox passes to Lively. Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. Puts up a three. And James Harden with the three. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Embiid. Drops in the layup for 2. Embiid's got 12 now in this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Martin with the drive. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fox, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
42.
Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. It's deflected.
When Lively's on you like this, with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on him.
Harden outside. There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Lively.
Lively got served up a big opportunity, and he ate it up.
Here's Maxey. He had 28 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And it's Martin missing. For the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Nets. Pass to Bull. Hard against George. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Thursday and then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And for that game against Indiana, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Payne looking around. Maxey, it's good from long range. Maxey's got 18 points.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Lively with the screen. Fox passes to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Hard not to respect how good Fox is in the pick and roll. Excellent at making the pocket pass.
The 76ers trail by 10. Outside, George. Here's Payne. Maxey trying to free himself up. Now Fox. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. And his assist numbers were tremendous.
Pass to Payne. In the corner, it's Martin. Outside, George. Here's Cornette. Lively defending. Cornette can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Martin kicks to Cornette. Pass to George. Lets it go from deep. Knicks with the rebound. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Hart with it. Back to Harden. And the rebound goes to Martin. The 76ers trail by 12. And that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Bull. OG Anunoby come. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Fox. The Knicks leading by 12. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Martin. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to George. Here's Cornette. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. Towns sets the pick for Cunningham. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New York going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
Man, we've talked about it so much. Hard to believe we're almost an All-Star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make. And moving on now to that first half. Tough sledding so far for the 76ers.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're planning a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Paul George. Maxey out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Martin in at the power forward position. The Knicks leading by 8. Now, here's Fox. And he drives in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
Here's Maxey. Pass to George. Embiid with the screen on Anunoby. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And George drops them both. Here is Cunningham. Here's Towns. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. And that's 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 10-point game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's the break.
Tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
At the line, 2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Cunningham against George. Pass to Maxey. Anunoby sends it back, and he's able to get it back, and he makes that one. Embiid's got 14.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
Here's Cunningham. He takes it in, lays it up off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the basket by Embiid.
Yeah, he's been hooping. But the rest of the team, not so much.
The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Cunningham. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Payne passes to Maxey. There's the drive. And Lively pulls it down.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Anunoby kicks to Cunningham. Anunoby against George. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Towns against Maxey. Maxey sets a screen for George. Pass to Payne. Beyond the arc. The Knicks pull it in. Lively's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
The 76ers trail by 13. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. You better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. 4th, Cade Cunningham.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 76ers moving the ball around. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Embiid.
Nothing new for Embiid here, going off for a big scoring performance, par for the course.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
Here's Cunningham. Second shot opportunity. Anunoby outside. Shot clock at 6. Into the lane. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
The 76ers trail by 13. Outside, Martin. Pass to George. Maxey in the corner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Maxey's got 26 points.
Maxey working around the contact that time. Nice work.
Lively with the screen. Towns against Martin. The kick out to Anunoby. The wide open look here for Fox. Hits it from 3-point range. Fox has got 9 points now in just the second half. Maxey looking it over. Embiid. Well Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Outside, Towns. That three off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Inside. Martin finds George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Takes a three. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Anunoby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Maxey. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Oubre's checked in for Jordan. Here's Cunningham. The kick out to Fox. A three-pointer, no good. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Payne. And it goes down 2 points.
Usually you can expect Oubre to be the finisher, but when somebody else is this open, he moves the rock.
Cunningham with it. 19 points in the game. Outside, Towns. Fox passes to Anunoby. No good on the three. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Payne. Covered by Cunningham. Now Embiid. That misses off the backboard. Towns finds Fox. Back to Towns. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. 15 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Back to Payne. Embiid sets the pick for Payne. From outside, off the mark.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Fox kicks to Cunningham. Back to Fox. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Fires the three. And it's Towns missing.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Payne up top. Covered by Cunningham. Payne passes to Maxey. Oubre with it. Fires for three. The offensive rebound. Embiid, no good. Here's Cunningham. 19 points in the game. Down low, Towns. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
We know Towns is an excellent perimeter shooter. I like seeing him assert himself inside, too.
Oubre passes to Maxey. Up and in on the layup. Maxey's got 10 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Towns, the screen. To the inside. And Towns throws it down.
Rolling. Towns just keeps finding opportunities to score.
71.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down by 15. Launches a three. Sinks the triple. Maxey's got 31 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And some changes here for the 76ers. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Alusele comes in for Martin. And it's Jang in for Payne. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with this guy.
First in rebounding. And they're also first in blocks. When you face these guys, it's a war. The length, the timing, the want to, they've got it all.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Cornette gets it to go.
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
Here's Cunningham, drives to the hoop, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Knicks leading by 12, and stolen by Jang. Pass to Oubre. 11 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls.
The rare mid-range jumper from Kelly Oubre Jr. It's a lost art in this day and age.
Cunningham drives in and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Here's Cornette. Goes back up. Count it. Good. Cornette's got 6.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
It's Harden with the drive, and Towns throws it down.
The 7-footer Towns using his size to perfection down low.
40 seconds left in the third. Harden against Oubre. Outside, Maxey. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. New York leading by 12. Cunningham kicks to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 9th assist in the game now. The 76ers trail by 15. Now Embiid, he's got 20. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's Harden. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Here's McCain. And a miss there off the inbound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They've got Bull. Also Josh Hart out there. And it's Hood-Schifino in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Oubre. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
Oubre able to get here a lot with how aggressive he is with the ball in his hand.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Council's checked in, and he's good on the second. The Knicks leading by 14. Here's Hood-Schifino. In the corner, Bull with it. Pass to Hart. Back to Bull. Just 5 to shoot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Knicks lead by 16. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. And here's Embiid. And good that time. Embiid's got 10 points in just the second half.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Bull inside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Council, guarded by Harden. Now here's Jang. Embiid the screen. Jang dishes to Embiid. Got a piece of it. The Knicks leading by 14. It's Hart on the wing. Covered by Oubre. Hart against Oubre. Harden outside. Second chance shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
For Harden, that's just like an extended free throw.
99-83.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Embiid, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
There's the pick. Inside.
Conniving, creative, pacing, spacing, all of that on display. Incredible in the pick and roll.
Here's Council. Pass to Oubre. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. I think fans like that.
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Payne, he's checked in for Philadelphia. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Screen by Bull. Hood-Schifino. Count that bucket. Hood-Schifino's got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 16-point game. Embiid finds Jang. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 14 points here in the second half.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Comes up empty down low. The 76ers trail by 14. Oubre with it. Pass to Embiid. The strength of Embiid on display.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Now Harden. Here's Hood-Schifino. Offline with his three.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Booth. Uses both hands to slam it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Kane kicks to Oubre. Embiid is at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
The Knicks making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Martin's checked in for Philadelphia. The free throw drops for Embiid.
Here in the second half, they have definitely made free throw making look easy.
Screen by Bol. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Defense doing all they could against Bol. I mean, he's so tall, it's hard to defend him.
And the first one drops. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Knicks. Second free throw, no good. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Oubre. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Hart, that's good.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Oubre outside. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Oubre's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Knicks leading by 12. Bol, a screen on Oubre. Here's LeVert. And again, it's New York.
Boy, he's getting smarter at reading these situations, guys. LeVert's basketball IQ and pick and rolls ascending.
Back to Payne. Harden grabs the miss. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hart the pass to LeVert. Back to Hart. Harden outside. Fires the three. Shoots from 12. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Kane dishes to Oubre. Martin against Hart. Pulls up on the elbow. It's rebounded by New York. Bol's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hart with it. Now defended by Embiid. Hart kicks to LeVert. Rebound by Jang.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
There's the three. Got a hand on it. And they'll get another chance. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely for the three. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's Harden outside. Pass to Bol. Now here's LeVert. Covered by Martin. Bol setting the pick for LeVert. And it's Bol that time on the assist by LeVert. 13 points for Bol.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Oubre passes to Embiid. Shoots over Lively.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Paul George, he's checked in for Jang. He hits the second from the line.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, Lively, elite in all three categories.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And New York making a change here.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, number 44, Harry Booth.
Oubre finds George. Here's Embiid. Can they get it? The shot's good on the assist by George. Embiid's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Tyrese Maxey. David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Philadelphia let me know the stats, and he's saying that he severely tore his Achilles. And there's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Oubre. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Embiid knows how to bully his way into position for the putback.
Here's Bull. Pass to Waters from the arc, and he's good on the three ball. Waters got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Oubre on the wing. Back to Payne. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Embiid's got 37.
Embiid's mid-range touch is really improving. It's noticeable.
Here's Javino. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 19. 1:49 left to play here in the fourth. It's George on the wing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Bull. Pass to LeVert. Here's the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Lays it up and in off the pipe.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Knicks.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And this will make it 31 victories for them on the year.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Javino. Here's Waters. Misses the three. George, that's a two-pointer. Banked in off the glass. Here's Waters. Defended by George. Here's LeVert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 17.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Second personal foul. Fifth team foul. Cameron Payne at the line. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Payne hits them both. Here's Hood-Schifino. Good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.